And welcome. Thank you for spending this time with us. My name is Nancy Woods. I'm the assistant minister here. Our spiritual director is had to take the evening off. He's going to uh, spend some time with his mother. And I'm replacing him. And I thank you, and for all those who are new and haven't been with us before, this is an hour in which we spend time meditating together. And what I like to share some ideas and stuff with you. But we're going to start this the way we always start our evenings here. And it's called Lighting the Flames of Faith, a call to service. And we perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people, all faiths, all sentient beings come from one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. And as you see, the candles are already lit. And we lit the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We lit the second candle for shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practice of all indigenous people, the way of primal spirituality. We lit the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We lit the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We lit the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We lit the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We lit the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We lit the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We lit the ninth candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We lit the 10th candle for those who are as yet unaware of the spirit in their lives, and for the space we hold for them here in our hearts, in our center, and online. We invite you all to do that with us. And as we light the healing candle, please put silently or aloud into the light the names of anyone you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's eternal love. And tonight we definitely want to put Reverend Mike and his mother and family in that light and know that that healing flame surrounds them and their journey through this life challenge. So I would like to open with a treatment. So I invite you to join me in this process in which we are it's called affirmative prayer treatment, in which we declare the truth, knowing that there's a law in this universe, a presence that is saying yes to the belief and understanding that we place into it. So join me as we choose to let go and let the understanding of God be that which we take into our minds and our hearts. That divine presence that is creatively expressing life in and through absolutely everything. And we know that that creative expression of life is expressing itself right now as each one of us, as I accept and know that the infinite intelligence that is in me, that divine presence, is that which comes forth through the words and the thoughts and the understanding and the experience that is expressed here this evening. I accept that that divine power is able to bring forth an awareness, an understanding, an energy of being in which it reaches and touches each and every soul, not just myself, but all the souls that are joining me in this experience. And we invite our minds and our hearts to open up to a greater and more expanded being of expression as we allow it to guide and direct our thoughts, our words, and our minds, and towards knowing that that presence of who and what we are is always revealing itself in everything and always. So as we step into this experience and step into this understanding even more, because this is a continuous process, forever unfolding. And we know and understand that this process is flowing through Kathleen right here, right now, with the strength and the power and the ability to make the choice to move through whatever experience that is in her right here, right now. And now we step into the understanding that that divine presence is beyond appearances, beyond the physical form. It is that which creates the thing. And that is where we begin from this instant on, and we move forward to know that this is the truth. And we allow it to blossom. We allow our hearts to know that this is the truth. We allow ourselves to accept it fully and completely. And we understand and we are aware that this truth is the actual existence, actual perception that we choose in this moment. And in that choice, the power of who and what we are is revealed. And this is so. And we let it go and let it be. And allow ourselves to accept it. And so it is, and so be it. So thank you. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity, because I really appreciate any time that I'm given the opportunity to step into the energy of allowing spirit to express through me. And this is one of the evenings in which I am able to do that. And I know when each opportunity shows up, there is another step towards a more fully and complete embodiment of spirit. And I was laughing because Reverend Mike left me a little statement in which to base this evening's thought on. And the statement is, stay close to your inner self and you will benefit in all ways. Now, that's such a basic truth that I would have to say, yes, I agree. And yes, that is what I need to do. And yes, I would agree to do it. Because I realize that this presence that we are discussing and we are talking about is a presence that that offers us a great deal of strength and power to the extent that we can rely on it to flow through us. And it's accepting, and it really, really brings a fuller understanding to that meaning, what Jesus was saying when he said, look beyond appearances. Because this presence that we're talking about is the presence that created us. And so it is not like we can be separated from it, because it is the existence of life itself. It is the existence of being itself. So it is always available to us, and it's always willing and bringing forth the greater good of life, because it is creating life. That's what it seems to be. And through history, the teachers have taught us over and over again that this presence that we are looking at, are looking with, are looking from, are looking to, is coming through us according to our own understanding and belief. And I personally feel that all of us on this path, there is no one, you and I and everybody else is on this path. And our journey is the understanding and appreciating this. And the more we do that, the more we find our lives coming into a state of what it is, of harmony. It is harmony. It is the beauty of life. It is the joy. It is the peace. It is, and so instead of us trying to use our mind and brains to try to figure out this, what this peace and joy, what is my joy going to be, what it is to allow this to flow in us in such a way in which we are able to find joy, because we are that joy and we are bringing it to the experience that we are stepping into right now. And I think that that this month we have been experiencing, our talks on Sunday is about freedom. And it was really interesting. I was reading the statement of freedom from the Science of Mind Tech magazine. And at the affirmation, she said, freedom is priceless. Today, I consciously praise and bless freedom in my country by turning to the divine presence of love within me. Inner harmony prevails and blesses outwardly. And I'm thinking that this is such a powerful statement, because in the time and the things that are going on, it's very easy to start stepping into disharmony because of difference of opinion. But the great and more powerful thing is, like Reverend Mike was talking about in church Sunday, when we understand that there comes a time when you may have an opinion, I may have an opinion, and somebody else may think of, but we need to allow each person to be where they are, because this is an individual journey, and look for a way in which we can communicate this such that we stay in this place of harmony. So one of the things that and this statement that he gave me about staying with the presence, that presence that's in us, that it's in harmony, it lets us identify and know that there are many different ways. There's an infinite amount of ways that things can be expressed. So in this recognition, as we allow this presence to guide us in our thoughts and our words and our understanding, this will bring us to that place where we are freely and stay in our comfort zone, when we are able to allow the other person to be where they are and say what they are experiencing without it taking us out of that. Because this presence that we are talking about is by being harmony, and we are harmony. We are love. We are the beauty, and we are the wondrous expression of life, because we are spirit in expression. We are spirit saying yes to life. We are all beings are the manifestation of this perfect presence. And as we embody this or accept this, it comes from having a relationship with this inner presence that is able to keep us in a harmonious state, even if the person in front of us is someone that you don't necessarily agree with. But to the extent that we embody this presence, we are able to allow ourselves to be where we are and not see that other person as being the one that takes us out of our harmony, because we are in charge of it. It is such a freedom in knowing that my perception in life is what determines how much comfort I have with all the experiences that come. We have this ability to come to that place of understanding and awareness, because we have within us that guidance, that power, that presence that created all things, because we are an expression of it. As we look at this presence and establish our own relationship with it, we will find that things kind of work out better for us in all situations, and whether it's relationship-wise, financially, creatively, whatever way that we are choosing to experience life. This relationship that we establishes with the presence within us will bring up the exact idea, because it's almost like understanding that it's not based on the past. It's based on the current moment. And that current moment is when we can shift our thinking and shift our awareness and shift our understanding to allow the energy to flow through us and see ourselves for the power of who and what we are. And it is the kind of freedom that comes with knowing and understanding the gift of this presence. And it comes to us from so many different teachers in so many different ways. But the true sense of it is when we become conscious of it, and begin to consciously practice utilizing it, consciously reach for it to do what we have to do. And it is amazingly powerful when we understand that the spiritual presence of life knows it is creating everything. So there is never a reason for it to be out of harmony with itself. So to the extent that we can line up, come in alignment, or come into a relationship with this, we are able to step into many different experiences and many different things and be okay where we are because we are being guided and directed by the inner presence. So it's worth any time or energy that we need to spend developing this relationship. And you know, I think one of the ways that I have found that started me was turning to the idea of learning to love myself. And some of the biggest challenge with learning to love myself was not to compare myself with the other people to know whether I'm all right or not. Because when I'm in alignment with the spiritual presence, which sometimes is good and sometimes it's not so good, but whatever I am, it's like life flows, and I see it bring it to me according to my thinking and my understanding, and I welcome it. And I think that that's why this idea of meditating together and being still. Meditation is what seems like one of the best ways to, there are many ways, but one of the best ways that I know for me to bring myself into alignment is to meditate. So I want to, for us to focus on that idea this evening together. Just focus on letting go and allowing our minds to turn within. So that we can just let that presence rise up into our conscious mind. And you know, I'm going to start with telling you to just kind of relax yourself and get yourself where you're sitting comfortably and feeling grounded with your feet flat on the floor. Or if you're sitting cross-legged, whatever's comfortable with you where you are sitting. Allow yourself to take a deep breath and just And just relax your shoulders and everything. So you take a deep breath in and just let go. Let everything relax. Now we're going to take another deep breath and allow ourselves to let go of the day. Let go of whatever has happened up until this now. Just let it go. Now, I'm going to ask you to, one of the things that helps with me is that something I've recently learned is when I take this next breath, I'm going to breathe into my heart. And as I breathe into my heart, I see myself breathing in the love of the universe. And then I let go and surrender to this love. This love is just who I am and what I am. Therefore, it's totally available to me. And my heart says yes. So let's breathe into our hearts again. And then let go. Totally relaxed. Relaxed into the idea that the spiritual presence is who and what I am. Just try it one more time and just feel the power and the love and the joy and the peace that's in our hearts. And surrender to it. And as we go within this idea, and as we let go, let's sit in the quietness and breathe comfortably, allowing yourself. And we have a little throat music in the background. So just quietly listen to it as you breathe into your heart and surrender to the love of the universe. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. So as we gently bring ourselves back to this moment, bring ourselves back to conscious awareness of His presence, ability to come through us. We allow ourselves to see, hear, and feel that everything around us is the divine. To let our thought process be guided with what's in our hearts. The love, the compassion, the greatness of being. The awareness and understanding that nothing is beyond. Nothing is beyond this presence. And as we recognize it as the words, the thoughts, and the expression of being. We recognize it as our perception of life right here, right now. We recognize it as that which is bringing forth each physical expression of manifestation, each cell, each organ, each aspect. It is breathing us. It is nurturing us. It is empowering our own individual uniqueness to be a full representation of its presence. And knowing this is knowing that it is bringing forth the understanding and awareness of wholeness. The wholeness that comes from understanding and appreciating the presence is what is creating our being, our physical manifestation. And as we allow it to do so in this moment, we allow it to say the words, bring the understanding. We allow it to unfold and flow into expression. Allow it to be the awareness that we are experiencing. And in this understanding and awareness that the infinite intelligence is guiding these words and these thoughts that are coming up and through me and as me and for me, I bring forth that awareness that I appreciate and embrace the ability to know and to perceive that the mankind, all of human beings, all of the beings of this universe are manifesting life in such a way, in a greater and a new way in this moment. In this moment, we see this as the intelligence of each cell, each organ, each physical manifestation of life itself rises up into a conscious expression for each and every person. And as we embrace this idea, we embrace that it is saying yes to life, being so fully alive and so fully in expression, we are able to release any and disbelief in its perfection, in its wholeness, in its harmony. It is the peace, it is the love, it is the joy, it is life itself. And as we are experiencing it, we are experiencing all its greatness and its ability to bring a manifest life of powerful, all-knowing, loving, giving, receiving, and manifesting. It is life. It is love. It is beauty. It is joy. It is harmony. And we embrace all those. That not only the ones that are listening to this, in the sound of our voice, but all those that are reaching for life anew, reaching for an experience of life itself. And we release and let go of the doubt and hesitation of any kind. Because we recognize and appreciate that the presence is created here, right here and right now. It's creating life. It is life. It is love. It is surrounding and blessing each and every person. The wholeness of life as we dance into this idea that I am that I am. I am able to understand it and appreciate it. I am able to appreciate being alive. I'm able to appreciate being able to perceive the wholeness in every person. And I know that it is not about the physical eyes, it is about the heart of the heart and its knowing and in its awareness. And this is what is being experienced by each and every person. This presence is now being known by each and every person. My world is filled with this understanding and this acceptance. I love knowing this. I love being able to embrace this concept of the presence being uniquely individualized by each and every person. And I am able to embrace this idea and embrace the understanding and embrace the awareness that it is whole. It is complete. And with this awareness, I bring the understanding and awareness of this not only the city of Los Angeles, but the state of California, this whole United States, all of it. I'm seeing it being lifted up. Lifted up, and as it's been lifted, we lift it together in knowing that it has been blessed, and the newness of the life that we are able to understand and appreciate. That this is the new moment, this is the new time, and this is the new understanding of being alive, and that we are ready to create life anew. And we don't worry about how it's going to happen. We let go because the newness of life will come and flow, and it would be a new way of being, a new way of expression, a new way of manifesting, a new way of revealing itself. And as we willingly let go and surrender to the idea that this newness is a blessing for each and every one, we allow it to unfold with ease and grace. And this is a truth that is already done. It's already so. We rejoice. The Lord has said it. The Lord is doing it. And we let go and let it be so. And we appreciate it. And together we say, so it is, and so be it. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes, it is. It's already so. So, thank you for allowing me. So, tonight was a wonderful opportunity, and we want to express our appreciation for your financial support, and know that if you want to support this continue to have these services, the address for the church, as you will see it, it's before you, and you may go to our website and click on donate, and it will take you to use PayPal, or if you want to use a credit card, or so you would follow the guidance of that. And on YouTube, there is a space for you to click on, and it will take you to our website, to the PayPal, or to the credit. So, and we are very, very grateful and appreciative of your participation and your support. So it is with very glad heart that I thank you for joining me this evening. Thank you for audio prayers and support for Reverend Mike and his family. God has got this. God's got this. Yes, we know that. And we thank you for knowing that each one of you you're the divine presence and expression. And so as we leave you this evening, we leave you with this idea that this presence, keep it close to your conscious awareness. Know that your heart is the heart of God. Your mind is the mind of God. Your being is the being of God. And I know this truth. I know that it's absolutely the truth about every one of you. Everyone. And I know it's already so. So have a good evening and rest so peacefully, knowing that Spirit is in charge. And I say good night and thank you.